ever since slavery, the black preacher has been a pawn of the Democratic Party and the master class. Oh, you don't believe it? Let me read it to you. Democrat Party has always been in control of the black preacher. Here it says, and this is from his book, The Negro Problem in America, from Gunnar Myrdal. He said,
family, once again, welcome to Twid10 for That's What I Do. So this brother is basically saying, his name is Vince Everett. He's saying that the Democratic Party owns the black preacher, which I gotta concur, I gotta agree. But I'm going to let him go ahead and give his spiel, and I'll give mine.
There were few exceptions. The Negro slaves brought to America had not been converted to Christianity. For nearly a century, many slaveholders felt reluctant to let the Negro slaves receive any religious instruction, and there was a belief that a baptized Christian could not be held as a slave. But when theologians and when courts declared around the year 1700 that conversion to Christianity was not incompatible with the worldly status of a slave, slaveholders went out of their way to provide a religious teaching and place of worship for their slaves, or at least did nothing to hinder any missionary work among them. Their primary motive, undoubtedly, was that the Christian religion, as it was expounded, suited their interest in keeping the slaves humble, meek, and obedient.
Now, humble, meek, and obedient, which, in other words, I would call myself an emasculated man. Humble, meek, and obedient. See, I'm a man. If I'm supposed to be humble, meek, and obedient to the Most High. Who am I supposed to obey? What man am I supposed to obey? Tell me. Now, we understand there's laws, but I'm not obeying a man. I'm obeying laws. Laws must be governed. But this is saying they were taught to be humble, meek, or keep your head down and just do as you're told. That's really, in a nutshell, that's what he's saying.
Undoubtedly, the great bulk of the Southern Negro preachers advocated complete acceptance of slave status.
So Negroes didn't mind being slaves. Why? Well, for one, they didn't know anything else but to be subservient to the slave master. So now, you know what? I'm going to let him keep going.
When they could see one of their own number, the preacher, rise above the level of slavehood and even occasionally be admired by white people, the slaves on the plantation could regard the Negro preacher as their leader, one who...
So let's think 2025. Now, what's changed? What has changed for most Negroes who are going to church? They believe in their delusional mind, in their unlearned mind, they believe that a man on a pulpit has a special relationship with the Most High that they can't obtain themselves. And that man will carry out rules, he'll carry out traditions, he'll carry out different things that make him seem as though he's more important than them. Talking about that pastor. But every 4 years when it's time to vote, that pastor, somehow, you've never seen him with no white boys. You've never seen him with no white men. You've never seen him doing any business, you know what I'm saying? He's not going, taking his churches to the bank saying, hey, you know what I'm saying? We demand this, that, and the third because we're putting money in your banking systems. He's not saying that. But every 4 years, guess what? He's finna talk to you about the importance of voting Democrat. He's finna lead the sheep to the slaughter and vote for. Now, I'm not saying either one of them or anything. They're the same bird, just different feathers. But what I am saying, by and large, in the black community, we know what it is. They are going to tell us your ancestors died for you to vote. Okay, but you mean vote Republican as well? Oh no, okay then. So this is what he's saying.
Who could go to the white master and beg for trivial favors. One who could
beg, trivial, of little importance. Dr. Claude Anderson called it meritorious manumission. You do something, and the slave master might give you a butter biscuit. You do something that's not even, just tell on your own people. I heard him talking, boss. What was they talking about, boy? I don't know, boss, but you might want to check it out. Yeah. Okay. Well, go on back in the back and get you a piece of meat.
go to the white master and beg for trivial favors.
Okay, family. Well, you heard it. You heard it yourself, family. You heard it yourself. You heard it. And we know that's what it is. See, we're not going to talk that talk as if we don't know what it is, because we know what it is. We know by and large, the Democratic Party, by and large, run the black preacher, the Jamal Bryants, the Creflo Dollars, the TD Jakes. We know they run these men. All of these men were jockeying behind Kamala Harris. All of them. Because it's understood that, hey, you rally the black people and tell them that it's going to be in their best benefit if they vote blue, no matter who. Never mind Kamala Harris saying, no, I'm not going to do anything specifically for black people, but I specifically want your vote. See, I heard this brother say this a long time ago, and I highly agree with it. The church is used to keep black people looking up, not to the left or to the right or all around you or even in front of you. Just look up. If you look up, it's a better chance of me scamming you. If you look up, it's a better chance of me getting your money. If you look up, it's a better chance of me doing whatever I want at the expense of you and all of the other congregants who are here. Because they're not going to get anything. They'll get to heaven, maybe. Who knows? But one thing about it that they know, the preacher, is that, hey, my job is to keep you in lockstep and ready to go vote. And if I don't do it, I'm gonna have to hear it from what am I going to have to hear? Well, we're gonna have to pull your tax, your exempt status. You better do this, or that's what he's talking about. That's why most men, especially black men, most men who go to church, guess what? They're emasculated. Because no man is supposed to have another leader. You don't hear white boys somebody, I got a leader. They say I attend church here. Black men say my leader is you're a grown man. How you gonna have a leader? If you're a black man and you talking about you got a leader, what reason would you have to have a wife? Who's leading her? He's leading you and your wife? Yo. Family, it doesn't make sense. Family, you've been tuned into Twid10 for That's What I Do. Family, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And family, until next time, all praises to the Most High.